Hello, and welcome all you Nat Jesters subscribing. Congratulations. And you have once again found yourselves in the only Twitch TTRPG stream. You can @ me on that allows you, the viewer, to impact the stories being told on your screens. In order to do so, you must spend fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or even for just engaging with us in chat. Use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in custom items, or make our players say silly things. You can even force the adventurers into random encounters. Tonight, we are back in the lands of Borovia playing The Curse of Strahd, a D&D 5th edition module. Joining me today, we have a fantastic cast of players and characters. Starting with Jen Washitashi as Frank, the Fearbolg Bard.
I am Frank.
I like how you lean forward and completely out of frame.
Hold on.
Followed by Mark Puppy, playing Bashful Underriver, the dwarf Path of the Berserker Barbarian.
Hey, you don't know that I'm Merc Puppy. I'm just a guy wearing a mask.
This is very true. Followed by Tavy Trash, playing Echo Stonebridge, the human warlock.
Hello.
We also have with us Good Devil, playing Gorple. No superlative. The Tortle Cleric. And we will also be having a wonderful Nat Too Shabby joining us at some point here. Joining us as the wonderful TikTok, the 3 Creen fighter, Psy Warrior. But we have a wonderful session planned. And I just can't wait to get into it. Last week, the crew settled in at the church, where they heard the cries of a voice from the basement saying, "Father, I'm starving." After burying the former burgomaster of the town, the gang decided to... Daddy, yes, Nat Too Shabby, that was the daddy moment. Then, after the burial, after some nice words were spoken by Gorple and a wonderful service provided, the gang decided to investigate the cries and found a vampire spawn in the basement, Father Donovich's own son. After some persuading, Father Donovich realized that the only way to truly end the suffering of his son was to allow the party to do what must be done, and Bashful Underriver was very happy to oblige. After a thrilling fight that almost killed a couple of our players. Audio? What's with the audio?
I didn't think you would stop the stream to talk about it.
Oh, I see. It popped up and it just said audio. I thought someone was texting me the word audio, like there was something wrong.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Hey guys, everybody, I'm sending him a secret message. Everybody, pay attention.
So we pick up after the battle a very upset, mournful Father Donovich lies crying in Echo Stonebridge's arms as the rest of the party still stands around in the basement, I assume marveling at their first kill in Borovia. And that is where we are. Let's start inside. Let's start inside. So,
all right, let's not all start at once.
Well, the last thing I did was vaporize them away with Sacred Flame. Was there anything left behind?
You kick the ash pile, and nothing of note comes out, but more dust.
All right. So, well, guys, I think our job here is done. As long as I don't know, I should have asked if you wanted a trophy before I did that, Bashful. That's my mistake.
I was going to make a necklace.
Oh, yeah, this is any indicator. We should have some opportunities to kill some more, and we'll get you that necklace.
Okay. Just try not to eat this trinket like you do the crowns.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the basement, whatever it is.
Perfect. So you climb the stairs and you see Echo sitting there almost with Father Donovich in her arms, and he's just, my boy. Oh, at least he's at peace.
You made the right decision, Father. I know it couldn't have been easy for you, but that was no life for your son to live.
He continues to just kind of softly sob. At least he's in pieces. That's a good one, Nat.
Did the others follow out the basement?
I just realized I was muted. Sorry. I'm gonna say to him, at least your son is one with the universe. Again, he is in every blade of grass. He is the sparkle in every star, and he is the ripple in every river.
I'm pretty sure he's just sitting on the floor right now, but all that stuff too.
You got a dustpan?
Sake.
Here we find Frank off in the corner, feeling sort of, I guess, torn about what has happened here. In the beginning of the battle, he thought, this poor soul. He even tried to calm the creature with the vision of his dad, and he ended up having to do some damage and hurt this creature, and he feels both sort of vindicated because he got to help save his friends by giving the final blow, and also save himself because he was attacked and scratched by the creature, the vampire boy. So he's kind of just off in the corner by himself. And you see him pull out his lute. I think it's called a lute. His lute, and he's sort of just like plucking along. You can kind of hear him under his breath.
And the rest of you, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the rest of you hear this coming from the corner where Frank is standing.
He's really hungry. Vampire's dad. He's really sad. Because he knows his son is dead. Vampire boy, your ass is grass. Go fuck yourself. You cut my chest.
That was amazing. I am so glad you gave that to me. And I now have that for my own personal use. This is fantastic.
I'm cringing so hard.
When will that be available on iTunes and Spotify?
It's available now. Just you gotta type into your URL browser www.thisdoesn'texist.com and then hit enter, and then
Perfect.
you can find it there.
So yeah, you all
Sure,
heard
if I
that
can-
coming from the corner where Frank is standing.
Well, me and Echo are outside.
It's a stone basement, and that he's in the corner. All of that sound is just reverberating right out the
man,
door.
acoustics. Oh, see. Oh wow, the acoustics down there are pretty good. So, Father, you might want to think about renting it out for a local battle of the bands to repair your temple.
He just looks around, and he just closes his eyes and wipes a little bit of the tears away. And at that, oh, you're muted.
Sorry.
You're good.
I was gonna say, I'm so sorry. What if we turn it into a memorial theatre in the memory of your son?
He looks at you and goes, I don't think we have any actors in town. My boy wanted to be an actor.
I'll conduct drama classes.
We could always turn it into an orphanage. There was a little
Screw
boy
Strahd.
screaming,
Screw finding Strahd. We're opening. We're gonna run a theatre company in the basement of this church. This is the campaign now.
Yes.
All right, let me just call Wizards of the Coast. Hey, they're doing it again. They're doing it again.
Every time.
So at that happening, you everyone roll me well, I guess no, just Gorple and Echo.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
P is for perception.
Yes, unless you physically told me you went up the stairs and went outside, I'm assuming you're
that's-
still down.
I did. I'm
That's
sad
gonna be a
playing-
whopping 10.
Oof.
Ooh, what's it gonna be for me?
We don't perceive much.
It's an 8 for me.
So, neither one of you notice, pretty much, out of nowhere almost, where is it? A, shadowy figure pops out of the, around the corner. It's Ismark, and he has, someone with him. It's just this forlorn-looking woman, and she is it seems very distraught, and she's crying much louder than Father Donovich.
And we don't hear her.
You did not hear them coming up. You were
Okay.
both absorbed in consoling Father Donovich. Now that they're right on top of you, pretty much, it's impossible to miss. But as you are standing there, you hear this woman crying out, "Oh, my little girl! She'll never come home, Ismark. Please do something." And Ismark is standing there and goes, I see you've taken care of the church's problem.
That's one way to put it. Yes.
Well,
I would say, as an interior design connoisseur, this was not your only problem.
Yeah, there are multiple problems with this church. Just saying.
But nothing that a little DIY can't fix. Or DIY us.
What is
Oh,
No.
we could do it together.
Ismark looks at you and goes, I very much appreciate your willingness to help us here, but the task you have already agreed to is of much more importance. Now that Father Donovich's son is now able to rest, I feel it will be easier now for us to get the church back to its former glory.
Does this man know that he's speaking to Echo, or does he think he's speaking to Irina?
He knows that he's speaking to you because he walked Irina back to the mansion.
No, I was thinking about the priest man. Sorry, I meant the priest man.
The priest man actually has known both Ismark and Irina since they were very, 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 very little. He is able to see through the ruse. He knows that he's not talking to Irina.
Okay.
But where were we? Yes. So he's standing there, and then the woman just keeps sobbing and goes, "But Gertruda, she'll never come home. Ismark, why won't you do anything?" And Ismark turns to her and goes, Mary, please, you must calm down. I will take you back to your house where you can be safe. We will calm down, and everything will be okay in the morning. And he looks to you and goes, I have my hands full. As now the new burgomaster of the town of Borovia, you see everyone expects me to solve their problems.
Is there anything aside from our current task that could ease your burden?
At that, the woman who you heard Ismark refer to as Mary, almost dives towards you and grabs onto your tunic and goes, yes, please, someone must go out and find my little girl, please. Someone must. And Ismark goes, Mary, we've talked about this. Please, you cannot accost everyone who comes into town. We will take care of things, don't you worry.
And Gorpal goes over and just puts one of her hands in his.
Miss Mary, we are due to leave the city very soon, and certainly I'm sure wouldn't be unbeneficial to have extra eyes. So tell me, what does your little girl look like?
She says,
and her name.
Yeah. My little Gertruda. Oh, she was such a soft little girl with auburn hair, and no one will look for her.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are all the characters in Borovia sexually oppressed?
I don't really get that. I don't really get that from Mad Mary.
No.
She's giving me a lot of daddy vibes. She's giving me the daddy.
She's upset. She's upset her little
into Mary.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Blake might be into Mary. I don't know.
Thanks, Mary.
She looks at you and goes, I would be forever happy and in your debt if you found my little girl. She can't fend for herself. Who is going to look out for her if her mother's not around?
How old is your daughter?
Oh, she's just my little girl. And Ismark goes, Mary, please. It will be okay. Calm down. Please go inside the church until I am ready to leave. I will make sure that I take you home and you will be safe. He is okay. And he ushers her away. And he walks back over to you and goes, please. She is distraught. Her little girl, as she says, is of 21 years old. She ran away from home not too long ago. Sadly,
she's fine.
Yeah. Sadly, some of the young people in town, once they get to a certain age, they look around and they see what this town has to offer, and they do not like it. they leave. Not all, but some. Unfortunately, the lands of Borovia are very dangerous, and Strahd has eyes everywhere. I fear that if she is alive, then she is a prisoner.
No,
But
she's somewhere in an ASMR channel for YouTube for, reasons.
but if I'm telling you what I honestly believe, a girl of her stature could not have survived in the wilds of Borovia for as long as she has been gone. I fear that she is deceased, and poor Mary will not see to reason. But never you worry yourself about Gertruda. I'm sure everything will work out in the end. For good or for bad. But, if you wish to head back, Atlas, no, they did not. But if you would like to head back to the mansion, I'm going to stay here and make sure everything is okay with Father Donovich and make sure Mad Mary gets home. It's been late. It's a late night, and you all have a long journey ahead of you. It is a few days' journey before you get to the town of Valakai, and I fear that is the first most likely place of safety for Irina.
Can we just take a second to appreciate this is meta? Armand was ahead, when it comes to me, of Atlas's text actually hitting the chat. Like, he was ahead of addressing the text in the chat before the chat actually got to me. That's how on point our boy is tonight, and I appreciate it.
It's right in front of me, so I'm good.
It's right here. I see it, but I didn't see it until after you said it.
All right, and then at that, Ismark reaches down and grabs Father Donovich's hand and goes, "Please, Father, come with me. We'll take you inside. It's cold." Oh, hey, thanks for that raid, Bamley.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you've come at the right time. We're doing some Curse of Strahd. Enjoy.
Have you brought us soup, Bamley?
I love the soup. That is a meme that will never die in my heart.
Welcome, everybody.
All right. Has everyone stepped outside?
I'm going to assume at this point, since everyone was kind of involved in that conversation, that everyone has kind of like moved themselves out towards the door. And then Ismark takes Father Donovich with him, and they start to head towards the front of the church to go inside. Did you want to do something as they're doing that?
Yeah, everybody, gather around. Not you, Ismark. Who's feeling a little lesser than when you walked into that basement?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a couple of you took some nasty hits.
Frank is hurt.
I got a scratch.
As always, Frank would like your due diligence in healing his body.
All right. Well, this is just. I guess this is just gonna apply to everybody, because we have fewer than 6 party members. I'm gonna spend my second level mage bullet to cast Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures of my choice regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So d8. So everyone heals. Let's see, it's gonna be 10 HP.
Nice.
That's only 1 hit point away from my total health.
Just think, I know we're only going to the Burgomasters, but it seems prudent to maybe be safe and ready to go should we run into any ill-meaning characters.
Like another boy vampire that's been chained up in the basement.
I wonder how many of those are around here.
Well, it's only our first day in Borovia. It might be the cultural norm there, Echo.
We are not.
They should make a union.
We shouldn't shame them for their culture.
I don't know. I mean, I'm usually with you on that one, but chaining people up in the basement just seems wrong.
Well, Frank chimes in and says,
They're not people.
Well, I mean,
Anyway, off to the burgomaster's.
Yeah.
All right, and let me make sure that nothing happens, or see if something happens. All right, you all make your way back to the burgomaster's mansion without any incident. And at that point, as you get to the doorway, Irina opens the door and says, "Oh, good, everyone is okay. I was a little worried that you were going to get hurt. We don't talk about what was in the basement of the church, but we all knew."
yeah.
All
Question.
hurt a little bit.
Question. Is she still dressed as Echo?
No, she has gone and changed into an evening gown of sorts.
So, the way Bashful sees it, there's now 2 Irinas.
I think the way all of us see it, because I think like we established that basically no one's gonna be able to tell them
I
apart.
think the only ones. Okay, so I think Gorple might notice, and I think TikTok might notice, but that's about it.
Certainly not Frank. That is for sure.
I have my like javelin out, and like, oh, which one of the? It's one of these things. Like, who do I shoot? Like,
Well,
tell me
we're
something
not-
the real one would know.
Well, Bashful, we're not supposed to.
I like
kill
flower
you.
crowns.
So maybe-
I love that Bashful's gonna murder
I don't
either
know
one.
you
They're our
long enough.
friends, so I love that Bashful would murder one of our friends to find out. I love this.
I
Gorple,
don't know you.
Gorple, you might have gotten lost in the mix, but I heard you, and I loved that point.
Wait, what was the point?
Go ahead, Gorple.
I said, Bashful, regardless, I don't think we're supposed to kill either one of them.
Yeah. Like yes,
That
absolutely.
is an opinion you are having.
Oh,
For
my
real,
current
Echo
opinion
likes flower
is,
crowns.
my current opinion is I'm tired. I'm so sleepy.
Oh my goodness! Can we
Yes,
have a sleepover?
I my Gorple onto my back.
I
If you need a ride, I am here for you if you are sleepy. Thanks for healing me.
I'm not gonna resist, but I am quite heavy. I'm small,
I
but
scoop up. I
I'm
scoop him up.
dense.
I scoop him up in both hands, and I'm carrying him like a little turtle baby on the back of his shell, like this.
little turtle baby. Irina looks at all of you and says, "Please come in. I've made sure that all of our guest rooms are dressed and ready. And if you have any questions before we set out, we can talk about everything tomorrow before we leave."
Oh, actually, I have a question now about sleeping arrangements.
Sure.
Am I going to be in a room with a window?
She looks and she goes, well, 2 of the rooms don't have windows, but the rest of them do.
Oh, okay. If I'm in a room with a window, can I sleep with the window open?
She looks at you and goes, "I don't recommend it. Most of the windows are boarded up shut because of the attacks that we've been receiving recently."
Okay.
It is the only way I'll sleep inside. So, can we
I
pull down the?
just... I mean, it doesn't matter because it'll get pulled down anyway in the morning. If you
She
don't
looks at
know,
you like
Irina,
she looks at you kind of like what?
I'm a warlock. And part of my condition is that woodland creatures break into my bedroom every time I sleep with a window in the room. And it doesn't matter how barricaded the window is, they always find a way. And they're harmless. They break in, they braid my hair, they give me flower crowns, they help me get ready for the day, they sing a little song, and then they leave. That's all they do.
It is the only reason I feel comfortable sleeping on floor. So you must break window.
She
I'll do it.
she looks and goes, "Well, I guess we can make a small opening in the top of the window, but I wouldn't do any more than that for fear of something nefarious slipping in the middle of the night."
I completely understand. I just don't want to destroy all your hard work.
She goes, "If it becomes destroyed in the morning, it's fine. We have plenty of boards, but let me go ahead and prepare one of the rooms with windows for you." And she kind of like scurries off, and she goes, "Oh, if anyone wants to get settled in, the rooms are this way. Follow me." And she goes up the stairs and leads you all towards the rooms.
Thank you.
So let's see. I'm assuming everybody's gonna head to bed unless there's anything else you'd like to do. Please tell me.
I will patrol the outside.
That's right. That's right. TikTok needs no sleep. I've never seen this man sleep. Man is a loose
He
term.
is not that man. He is other than men.
Other than man. Yeah.
That's my favorite superhero.
Other than man. So we fast forward to the early morning.
Oh, there was something I wanted to do
Okay.
before I went to bed. I think while Echo's like doing like her nightly meditation, because she likes to do that just to relax and wind down, she's going to attempt to make the psychic link with Secret Cheese to see if Secret Cheese is on his way back, or
Gotcha.
anything.
You get a weird sensation when you do that.
Okay.
It's not something normal. Usually when you try that, you feel like you're seeing what Secret Cheese sees through its eyes. This you're not getting. You get a feeling that he is alive and healthy, but you can't see anything out of his eyes. Either he's somewhere that's completely dark, which would be strange because I'm pretty sure he has dark vision.
Yeah, he has dark vision.
Or something is magically stopping your sight from being able to see through his eyes.
Can I try switching to hearing? See if I can
Please
hear
take it.
anything.
Sure, you switch to hearing, and you can hear. You don't hear any words or anybody talking, but you do hear some soft footsteps. It sounds like there are at least 3 people around where Secret Cheese is.
So is Secret Cheese not flying? Secret Cheese is on the ground.
Secret Cheese, you definitely get the feeling that Secret Cheese is not moving.
Oh, okay. Oh. I think Echo's gonna just be worried about that then.
All right. Well, you try to quell your fears by a little bit of extra meditation. You try as you might. It's tough getting to sleep, but you eventually do fall asleep. And let's see if anything happens to TikTok. I assume you're patrolling around the outside.
Correct.
After a couple of hours, you hear some footsteps and you see Ismark wander back, and he goes, "Oh, I was not expecting you to be outside. I figured you'd be asleep with the rest, getting ready for tomorrow."
I need no sleep.
He looks at you and goes, That must be very, very nice. I would feel more at ease if I did not have to sleep."
Curious.
He looks at you and goes, "Yes. Well, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to help yourself. Make yourself at home in my mansion. But I do need sleep. I take my leave, and he starts to walk by you towards the front door. And we are at the crack of dawn. The sun does not shine in Borovia. Muddled through the clouds. Oh, hey, Perito, thanks for that sub. 20 months in a row. Someone must be really bored if she's tuning into this stream. Wow. I'll take it. Hi. Let's see. Let's start with the most entertaining one. How about that? Echo, you wake up to a loud thud and a crash. And what's strange is you're used to this. This happens without fail when you wake up in the mornings. The woodland creatures here are not the woodland creatures that you know from home. These look sickly and emaciated. They don't look well. You see one critter that kind of looks like a ground squirrel of some sort with matted fur. You see a few birds that have no color to their frock. Very, very dull, muted grays, and just very, very thin and sickly looking. You see one of them kind of flaps towards you and rests on your shoulder. Another one rests on your other shoulder, and they're like struggling to get your hair braided. But they're working very, very hard at it.
Oh. I like to think Echo carries like birdseed and like, stuff that she can feed woodland animals.
Sure,
with.
Absolutely. That totally fits.
So like, she's like giving them all the little seeds and whatever.
The moment you pull a handful of seeds, they immediately stop what they're doing, and all of the few little woodland creatures that were able to make their way to you dive on this food, and within a matter of seconds it is gone. And now they're kind of looking at you.
I speak to them in birdish, I guess. Hi.
They understand you. They're like, tweet, 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 tweet. We're hungry.
Okay, have a little bit more.
You pull out some more seed, and they dive on it again, and it is gone. They look a little bit better now that you've done that. They don't look as weak, and they all kind of with a little bit of extra energy, they fly up and start helping you with your morning routine.
Okay.
TikTok, where did you end up in between your conversation with Ismark and the crack of dawn?
I imagine that I would have probably, knowing that everybody's starting to get up, I would probably start working towards the front door.
Perfect. What were the sleeping arrangements? I know Frank was on someone's floor.
Oh, Echo's floor.
Echo's floor. Frank, roll me a flat D20.
Working on it. Clicking the button.
Clicking the button.
I am the button. That's a solid 5.
You are asleep as a rock as the whole woodland creatures scenario is happening.
Okay.
That leaves us with Bashful and Gorple. Let's go Gorple.
Oh. Woke up. That's disappointing. All right. And Gorbel definitely stayed in one of the rooms without windows because the less light, the better. And he's gonna I wonder if I still reaches into his inventory. Oh yeah, they're a little wilty, but I still got one left, and he has one of Echo's flower crowns that he was given earlier. Oh, it's like breakfast in bed. And I'm gonna make my way downstairs. Wait for the rest of everybody.
Perfect. And Bashful, you start to hear through the walls of your room other people stirring, which wakes you up and lets you know that it's probably morning.
I like to think that Bashful is like tosses and turns in his sleep, so he's like basically sprawled out, like blankets like only covering like one leg, and he has to literally roll out of bed and flop onto the floor. And slowly gets up, gets dressed, and just marches downstairs.
That is 100% Bashful right there. I love it. So back in Echo's room, you're pretty much put together. Those woodland creatures all kind of give you this like really weird, eerie stare as they're finished. Like they want more. You definitely get the feeling that they're like just waiting for the potential that maybe you'll give them some more food.
Okay, Echo gives them some more. And tries to wake Frank up.
Perfect. So you hand them another handful of the bird seed. They completely destroy it. It's gone, and within seconds, just like the first two batches were. And then promptly, just like that, they bolt out of the now open window. Frank, you feel you feel a gentle hand pushing you awake.
Frank. 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 Frank.
Yes.
The animals here don't seem very healthy. Something is wrong with the nature here.
Yeah. This I have noticed.
So what is something we can do, or how should we try and fix the nature of Borovia?
I think this is beyond us. It feels very powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me a little uncomfortable just to see how much they're suffering.
I too am in pain to see my fellow forest brethren under so much distress.
If I only have so much bird feed. Like, it's gonna run out at some point.
What's gonna happen when those woodland creatures go and tell all their friends that somebody brought food?
If you're not careful, we might have a rescue situation on our hands.
A what situation?
Rescue.
Rescue? Oh, that sounds good.
Yes, but we have larger, excuse my verbiage, fish to fry.
Oh, I see. We should probably go see the others.
I could write a song about it.
Maybe. Maybe I can make a flower crown.
Maybe I could write a song about you making a flower, about me making a song about it.
I would love that.
Sounds very meta.
It does. It does. What's matter?
This I do not know.
Let's go downstairs.
Okay.
TikTok, as you open the door to walk in, you walk in and you
Before I do
see.
that,
Oh, go ahead.
I kind of thought about this because we were talking about the woodland creatures, and I know that my dietary habits may disturb some.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would like to grab one of the woodland creatures to eat prior to everybody waking up.
Perfect. And this would make sense because you've traveled with Echo for a while, so you know what happens in the morning. You easily could have been hovering out the window waiting for them to leave and just snatched one. So you definitely get one and you eat it, and it satiates you, but it definitely leaves you wanting more. These aren't like the tasty morsels you've been snatching out of Echo's window from the past. These are something different.
Do they also write her letters?
Do they?
No, dude. Let's we're getting away from it. We're getting away from it. Let's. So yeah. After your morning morsel, you open the door and you find that everyone has kind of started to make their way down the stairs. Ismark and Irina are there at the table. They have placed out some food for you, some fruit, and some dried meats and cheeses. And Ismark goes up
Josh
to.
muted.
Oh.
I saw him speaking now.
I think he's doing a bard song. Yep, he's doing a bard song. Echo might become bird food. I just read that. That's funny. So Ismark and Irina kind of gather you all around the table and go, please, help yourself to any food. Get your strength up. It's a long journey. I know there is some things we can do. Do you have a map of Borovia? Has anyone been able to give you one?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
Mhm.
Have we got a map?
Kind of.
You guys found a map of Borovia. He asks you to take it out so he can put some marks on it for you.
Whip. And probably should say this, but for every.
Wait, what level were we all? Just curious, because I'm not sure. Maybe we went down a level or something.
No, I'm still level 3. Should be level 3.
Okay.
All right.
My character sheet is straight up not loading.
That's very weird. And we back. Well,
Yeah.
at least we're live. We're back live. That was interesting. I don't know what happened there, everybody.
Well, whatever it was took HP from half the party.
Well, I trust you all. You go ahead and fix your maximums to what they're supposed to be.
1,000. Everyone put 1,000.
Nah. That's. I started off by saying I trust you all. Don't do it. This
Okay,
was
I can
only a
access my
test.
character sheet again.
Perfect. Okay. So
I don't know how many fucking hit points I get.
Thanks.
I want to say Warlock's a D8. So you started off with maximum. So what's your Constitution modifier?
My constitution is 14 plus 2.
So you should be at 30 max.
Oh, then I'm at 30, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. The last thing that I said before the entire stream crapped out, that I remember at least, was Ismark asking you to pull out the map so he could mark some things for you.
All right, and Gorbel produced his map and put it on the table. Hey, Merc, how did you fix your HP? Okay, where did you go?
Yeah, let me unmute first. I went to I clicked on hit points for D&D Beyond. Then I went to max HP modifier, went up to 10. Then apply change. See it?
Yeah. Yeah, I see HP management, but it's not. All right, well that works too. All right.
It's like in the top left where it says current H and max HP. It says hit points. Just click hit points.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
It'll do for now.
And this has been Tech Talk with Lords and Ladies of Fate.
We love tech here. Tech is my favorite thing. So Ismark, you took the map out and handed it to Ismark, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
He starts scribbling on the map, and he starts so he goes ahead and says, this right here is the road you came in on. This is the old Svalich road. Obviously we are here in the village of Borovia. The Evilous River is to our south, and it stretches around the southern portion of the lands of Borovia. Close to that is the Seer Pool. I do not know if you have you've definitely seen some of the Visanti in the bar, but there's a camp of them just to our west. He points to the Stop it. He points to the castle above the village on the cliff. He does not write down anything on it. He just points to it and says, that is Castle Ravenloft, where Strahd resides. I recommend you stay as far away from there as possible. And then he goes, what you are looking for is the town of Valakai. And he points on the map and makes a little scrawling notion of where the town of Valakai is. Right off of Lake Zarovich.
That's pretty far.
That is very far from us.
He goes, yes, it is a long journey. That is why I could never make it myself. Just me and Irina, we would never make it. But you all seem very strong. I mean, you defeated a vampire spawn.
Where's Eve?
I wouldn't know, I was not there, but... I do not know if Valakai will indeed be safe for Irina. But I have heard rumor that Strahd does not venture that far. Whether that rumor is true, I do not know. But please, if you get her to safety, I will forever be in your debt. You will always have an ally in the Burgomaster of the village of Borovia. Let's see, is there anything else he's going to point out to you? I don't think he is. Oh, he will point south on the map and say, I would stay as far away from the Svalich woods as well. There is nothing good that comes out of those woods. Which would be right there. So that is all he does for that. He then turns to Irina and says, well, my sister, are you ready? Irina kind of nods. And Ismark goes, Irina has some things she would like to attend to in town. Fearing she might not ever return, she would like to say her goodbyes to friends. I will take her. We will meet you at the front gates. We will not be long. Please take as long as you'd like to relax and eat up. Take any of the dried meats you would like with you, as food might be hard to come by. And then he pauses for a moment before ushering Irina towards the front door.
Thank you for your kindness.
He nods and goes, I will see you at the gates. And off they go.
And as soon as they're out the door, any vegetable or fruit that hasn't been, claimed by the rest of the party, Corporal just opens his inventory and just sweeps it all into the bag.
Go ahead and add, let's see, there, he planned for you all to take stuff, so go ahead and put, 4 days worth of rations.
Each? Inventory?
Yes, and you can flavor that however you want. There were some fruits, there were some cheeses, there were some dried meats, there were some veggies. I'm assuming Gorple took all of the veggies.
Okay. That bodes well with 3 vegetarians in the party.
There's plenty of cheese.
Okay.
We're not vegan, are we?
No.
Good. Okay, we can have cheese. We can have cheese.
I mean, a rabbit is named Cheese. It has to be because, the love of cheese.
The love of cheese.
Okay.
For the love of cheese! Sorry. I had to.
Rations. Echo's very worried about cheese, so Echo is just kind of like blindly filling her plate, even with meat.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone notices that, they can do an insight check on that. Echo is filling her plate, sitting down, and is instantly trying to reconnect with cheese very discreetly.
Go ahead. Everybody else is at that table. Go ahead and roll me a saucy insight check.
I'm assuming I'm there.
Yeah. Everybody is around the table.
The 21.
Hey, I got a 14 over here.
16, and I'm still working on inventory.
Discreet Cheese Connection, new band name, like it.
Fuck yes.
Gorple and Bashful, you both have been around Echo long enough to know that she doesn't eat meat, yet you both notice her piling a whole bunch of the dried meats with her. And she definitely seems like she's a little just a little bit not herself. A little concerned.
Echo, you do realize you just sweeped some dried meat into your bag?
Oh, silly me.
If you're holding it for some of the others, I understand, but at least let TikTok do that. He's got the bag of holding.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. And Echo quickly gives the meat to TikTok and then sits back down and tries to connect with cheese. Echo's very clearly out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is frantically trying to connect with cheese.
You get the exact same response as you did before you went to bed the night before. The only difference is you get a feeling You get a feeling that there's no real like danger. Like Cheese isn't worried. Whatever's happening right now, Cheese doesn't feel like it's in any real danger.
Okay. Okay.
But
Cheese
it's still weird for you. It's still strange. This has never happened. The only time you've ever not been able to see through Cheese's eyes is if Cheese was too far away.
So Cheese is within a mile. And is on the
Technically, yeah.
ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's within a mile on the ground, listening to footsteps.
This is true. All those are the only things you're getting from your familiar friend.
Arco's gonna voice her concerns. I'm concerned about Cheese. I sent Cheese out to do an errand, and he's not returned. And whenever I try and connect with Cheese, I can't see through his eyes. I can only hear footsteps, which means he's on the ground. And he's just laying on the ground, I think. I'm not sure though.
Okay, are you is this not something you can have them summon back to you? Just tell Sacred Cheese to turn around, come home, come back to Mom.
I mean, I'm concerned that something may have happened.
All the more reason to tell her to come home.
Can Echo do that?
Technically, I believe you could cast Find Familiar again.
Yeah, but that would just resummon the familiar.
Right.
And what if that familiar is holding a letter?
My understanding of what would happen in that situation is that Cheese would cease to exist. Anything it's carrying would be dropped or anything like that. And then a new Cheese would appear. The same Cheese, but a new Cheese.
I can understand why you wouldn't want to do that. Usually people like their cheese a little bit older.
Yeah. I just,
I got it. Sorry.
I prefer to let my cheeses return on their own. And also, Cheese might be carrying something of note.
Yeah, my heart.
Yeah. Which means if...
Pat, what's
anyway,
everybody's passive insight?
12?
The word cheese no longer has meaning is very funny. Mine is 13.
16.
Gorple, you hear Echo say carrying something of note, and that like sparks something in your brain. You remember that last night before you all left for the burial, Echo was feverishly writing a letter on the drawing board.
Oh, Echo, are you worried about it getting your note out of Borovia? Whatever it was that you were writing and asking for pencil and paper?
Yeah. But the note isn't leaving Borovia.
Well, where did you send it?
The note, I sent it to that big castle on the hill.
To the vampire that's likely for summoning us here.
I didn't know that at the time, in my defense.
That's true.
But maybe maybe someone else at the castle who can help us get the letter.
Could I potentially roll an Arcana check to see if Gorpal would be aware of anything that would block line of sight for a familiar? From the
Sure.
familiar
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. And if anyone else wants to, you're all hearing this conversation going on. If anybody feels like they want to take a stab at an Arcana check,
I'm gonna put an extra D20 in my hand so I can give chat this.
you gotta have it.
That's gonna be 13.
That's a dirty 20 for this boy.
A solid 3.
Let's see. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Frank, you're hearing this, and you remember hearing one of your members of your old clan before you left for your reasons.
Yes, that's clan.
Yep, you remember one of them. That's a pup. You remember one of them had a familiar, and you know that they got into a spat with a very, very, very powerful archmage, and that archmage was able to manipulate your clansman's familiar.
I feel like Frank wouldn't. Hold on. I feel like Frank wouldn't know what an archmage was.
You don't know.
But
You don't know.
He would know that something's super off.
Super. You
homie's familiar.
Right. You knew. You don't know per se what an archmage is, but you know what magic is, and you know that he was very, very powerful in it. So you might not know what archmage is, but you know whatever it was that was able to do that to your clansman's familiar was very, very powerful. Very, very powerful.
Do I share this?
That's who am I to take agency away from a player?
Me, apparently. That was funny. A little meta joke. There was a time where a very powerful being possessed our clan's magi leader's familiar. That happened one time at band camp.
Band camp was the name of your clan?
No,
You don't think he's been possessed, do you?
I don't know, but if you can,
Hmm.
I cannot say. But if you can see what he see, then perhaps.
But he's within a mile. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to connect with him.
Precisely.
You all hear a loud ringing bell outside. Ding, 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 ding.
Echo immediately
Lunchtime.
stands up and goes to investigate, no hesitation. Echo's so on edge.
All of the windows are boarded up. If you want, you can open the front door to look out to see what's going on.
Echo's just gonna fully stand on the front porch.
You look and you see down the road a bunch of houses down. This old lady, what she looks like, very, very old, gray hair, a little round, and she is pushing a cart filled with from what you can tell, some kind of food. And she is ringing this bell. Da-ding, 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 da-ding. You see somebody comes up to the cart and they have a quick conversation. And the person who came up to her runs away as quickly as you've ever seen anyone run away towards what you can only assume is their house. And then they go inside. And she keeps on ringing the bell as she pushes her cart slowly, like a little old lady.
Oh, so it's just a wholesome little food vendor then.
A wholesome food vendor. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Echo kind of sighs, like a sigh of relief, to see that it's just something normal happening. And goes back inside.
Corporal's curiosity has been
Piqued.
Piqued. Which oh wow, that yeah, we'll go with it, even though it's kind of meta knowledge. He still has a reason to go. And can we just say I kind of followed Echo, not too far behind, so I still saw
Yeah.
the person walk up. Okay, cool.
I'm fine with that.
Well, as Echo's going back in, Gorbel's just like, oh, if it's a food trough, maybe they got some vegetation. Gorbel's gonna walk on over and peruse this shopkeep's wares.
Frank notices this and starts writing his new smash hit single called "Secret Turtle."
Oh boy, I can tell you the next 2 streams are gonna be featuring a lot of independent artists.
Honestly, at this point, Frank should just make Lords and Ladies and Fates should just do an unofficial album.
It's
a Frank EP.
Yeah.
So you approach, you start to approach the lady. You see she kind of turns her head slightly and sees that you're slowly approaching, and you see she quickly just kind of looks straight ahead of her, opposite you, and just continues to push her cart. She has put her bell down now, and she is just slowly pushing the cart.
Pardon me, miss.
No, yes, what can I do for you? Would you like a dream pastry, my little sweet?
A dream pastry? I can't say I've ever had one.
She looks at you and goes, oh, they're the finest confections of all of Borovia. Please. If you'd like, I can give you one on the house. Everyone should try a tasty dream pastry at least once. I have sweet, and I have savory.
And how much are these dream pastries?
She looks at you and goes, oh, well, I'm very agreeable. You see, the people in Borovia do not have much. I accept many forms of payment. I've even been known to help out with the local children.
It's nice of her.
I want to just kind of get and see if I can identify any distinct smells and or flavors. What do you want me to roll to get there?
Give me, ooh. Well, let's do perception. It feels weird doing perception for smell, but I'm gonna do it.
Percept is +4. All right, extra die in the hand. There you go. Check. 18.
18. These smell amazing. The sweet ones smell like the most delicious sweet pastry you've ever smelled in your entire life. And the savory ones, man, you Gorple, you eat plants and other vegetation, but even you are thinking like, man, that smells real good.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to buy a savory. I'll take my freebie as a savory, but I'd like to purchase a sweet as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, yes. She goes, I'll give you one for free and the other one for 1 gold.
All right, and I pay her 1 gold.
She takes out a little brown bag and she puts them in there and rolls it up and hands it to you. As this is happening, that gentleman that you saw having the conversation with her comes back with what appears to be like a maybe 8 to 10-year-old child with him. And goes, here, you will take him, right? And Morgantha goes, oh, dearie, of course, here, and hands the gentleman a bag and goes, come with me, little dearie, and grabs the hand of the little boy and goes, keep up with the cart, please. We only have a few more stops to go. And then looks at you and goes, if there's nothing more, I must be on my way. And she grabs her bell and starts pushing the cart slowly away from you, ringing it. Ba-ding, ba-ding.
I'm gonna let them go, but I'm gonna kind of shuffle over to the father and see if I can grab his attention.
Let's see.
I'm getting some Hansel and Gretel vibes.
You walk over to the gentleman and he doesn't even seem to notice you standing there. He is just with the bag open. Oh yeah.
Let's combine. First off, clip it, chat.
I mean,
Why do I always do this to myself?
We're so sexual.
We're gonna
Wait,
mash. We're gonna
did
mash
this man-
that with
did
the
this
with
man-
Daddy from last week.
Sell his soul? Oh, soul.
No.
Did he sell his son for a pie?
Well, that's what I'm. where I'm trying to get to.
He sniffs it and goes, I can finally eat, finally. And then he rolls the bag up and he stands there and goes, oh, what? If you'll excuse me, sir, I've got to get home. I want to eat these while they're still hot.
I'd like to, I guess, perception roll for smell again. See if he does actually just possess pastries in there.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You catch the aroma from the bag as he has it open before he starts rolling it up. Smells exactly the same as the stuff that the
That I
sweet
just
old
got.
the sweet old lady just gave you. Yeah, smells exactly the same.
That.
Well, I'm gonna take these pastries and we're just gonna save them for later. For what? I'm not sure, but I get the feeling I can have some fun with these.
He did you want to say anything else to the gentleman before he looks like he's very, very impatient, like he keeps like looking around like I really need to get home so I can. I'm very hungry.
It's early morning, isn't it? Hold on. Is Gorple all by himself?
To my
Currently-
knowledge, he is the only one who approached the sweet little old lady pushing her cart.
Echo's like back inside. Because Echo
Yeah,
was like, oh.
you saw it as like just a normal thing, someone selling food, and you were like, "Oh, cool. There is normal stuff that happens here." And you went inside with a smile on your face, like, "Yeah."
Things aren't terrible.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Gorble, that I thought in my mind, where else would I think? I want to roll for smell like 8 times.
Yeah.
while you were playing.
Technically, you could think in my mind.
No, you could think, oh, hey.
Oh no, canceled.
I'm just gonna tell you what. Gorple got a dirty 20. He's getting the smell. He's getting the smell these things are putting off. There's no like fake. There's no like gotcha. There's no rug to pull out from the smell. It smells fucking delicious.
Something's afoot. And I don't mean the pastries. They're pastries. They're not feet. But like, you know what I mean. And obviously, this isn't our one Gorple. Non-Gorple. What was his name in that stream where he was speaking his? I'm way metaing. I'm stopping.
So was there anything else you wanted to say to the gentleman before he runs off back to his house?
Because meta, I think I got a really decent sense of what just happened. I'm just trying to think of how to get Corporal there. Sir, and I'm just gonna try and get his attention one more time. Sir, didn't see any gold change hands for what seems to be a bag of these heavenly or dream pastries.
He looks at you and go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let that roll then.
He says, we don't. I don't have anything. It's embarrassing, and well, Morgantha says that she'll take care of the children, and in return, I get to eat this heavenly, delectable treat, which I really must go. I'm so hungry. You do understand.
So if I'm getting this correct, you just sold your child for a bag of pastries.
He looks at you and goes, You've never had a dream pastry, have you? They're amazing.
No, but I've had about a few hundred children, and they're pretty okay too.
Dream pastries. Okay, he's addicted. All right. Sorry, I'm
thinking out loud.
I'm gonna have that whole thought by myself now.
He goes, but she swears that he'll have a better life. She has more food, more security. I can't offer him anything but the life of squalor here in this town. But in return, I get to eat.
Well, hopefully you don't have any more children to sell.
No, that was the last one.
All right. So there's nothing to be done with you now.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and
go with the order, my one.
Now that I'm touching him, I'm gonna cast guidance on him and just try and give him a little bump towards getting unaddicted from dream pastries and walk away.
Who's to say he's addicted? He could just be really hungry. He stands up and feels like he's got a little bit of a boost, and he goes, okay then, thank you, sir. And he runs off to the house you saw him run off to before. When you turn around, Morgantha has gone down a few houses, still ringing her bell, pushing her cart.
And let's see, what do I have in my inventory? Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna find a. I'm guessing there's plenty of rocks on the ground.
There are.
Okay, just grabbing one, hucking it at the burgomaster's house.
Hey guys, we might have a thing out here.
What thing? Oh, did you buy some pastries?
Oh, I did. I don't think I'll be eating them.
Oh, what are you going to do with them?
Not eat them, and that's what I got so far. But we have burgers.
Are they for us? Oh, that was so nice of you, Corporal.
They're still in his inventory, so
maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Should we all share the dream pie?
No.
They are big enough to cut into sections to share. They are shareable.
Well, Echo. Now that you're out here, I just saw a man sell his last remaining child for a few of these pies. Now,
what?
While I understand food is scarce, and this may be a particularly delicious dish, very few things are worth selling your child, unless you're getting a dog in return. That's about all I can think of. But yeah, not great. Not great.
This is horrible.
Echo, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Is it gonna let me do it? Is it gonna let me do it? It's gonna let me do it. And it wasn't very good.
No.
Cheeseburgers, man.
You get a light scent of the aroma in the air because of the cart that was just there. So you get a like a light whiff, and it does smell pretty good. You don't get the full waft of the aroma, so you don't think like, wow, they don't smell anything special. I've had pastries before, but they do smell good.
I mean, it kind of reminds me of my aunt's tavern, and when we used to bake things and sell them to the bakery. But like, that was all what we were able to like. I wouldn't say that the pastries we made were culinary good. Like, they were just made from home, like very wonky and didn't entirely follow the recipe, but still tasted okay. Like, they don't smell like anything special. Why would you sell your child for that?
That's a very valid question, Echo, and I think, Wendy, you should ask the baker.
I mean, it's hardly worth a silver. How much did you pay for these?
A single gold.
That's a lot.
You're not my mom. You can't tell me to do with my money. Bashful, you still awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
There might be an old lady to beat up. I'm not quite sure yet.
There no more. I pick up my hammer and I walk out the door.
What would she do with the children?
I don't know, but I just have a feeling.
I mean, she's an old lady. She's not walking very fast. It won't take much for you to catch up to her and ask her more questions.
Yeah, I definitely wanna catch up and ask her a few
I'll
questions.
follow.
Yeah.
Where's your daddy and what does he do?
As you approach, you notice that she notices you. And then she turns around and goes, "Oh, delightful. Did you enjoy the pastries? Have you come for seconds?"
I was just a little curious about. My friend here told me about your wonderful pastries, and I was just a little curious about the recipe because I'm vegetarian.
She goes, "Oh, then I would stay away from the savory. Meat is hard to come by, but some woodland creatures are easy to catch, like rabbit and squirrel. I do my best to spice and make them taste as delicious as they smell. Can't you smell how good they are? And I assure you, nothing but the best ingredients in all of my pastries. But no, if you are a vegetarian, the sweet pastries will do just fine."
I looked to Gorple because Gorple looked like he also had a question.
While Echo's talking to this old woman and presumably distracting her, tell me if this is okay, but I'd like to roll a stealth check to, just kind of tug on the child's shoulder, and just ask her, "Are you okay? Do you really want to go with this person?"
Give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a zero. We'll take it. Ugh, 5.
Oh my god.
You tug on the kid's like shirt, and he looks at you, and you kind of like mouth the words like, "Are you okay?" And he kind of like sheepishly nods at you. He doesn't seem like he feels like he's afraid or anything like that. But you do notice that the old lady definitely sees you do this, and she turns and goes, "Oh, if you're worried that something nefarious is happening here, I assure you, I merely take the children with me, and they help me make these delicious pastries that I sell. You see, I give them a stable place to live and to work, and in return, I supply the parents with delicious pastries. It's a win-win. Look at this town. They have nothing. This poor little child will have far more with me than they would ever have here."
How do you support all these children?
The boys and the boy's father seem to almost be in addictive pain for these. Well, actually, to make sure I even know that, let's see, can I roll like a medicine check to see if I can recognize addiction?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
I like that you already kind of did like a healing touch to the guy, like assuming that he had an addiction.
19.
Let's see. You definitely feel like it has the calling cards of some kind of an addiction, but at the same time, everything in this land has been completely strange and like turned upside down from what you're used to. You feel like it definitely could be addiction. But it wasn't like he was scratching at himself or sweating or like or anything like that. He just seemed like he was very, very pressed to get home.
Well, I know the old saying is never find out how your sausage is made. But perhaps you wouldn't mind giving us just a quick peek into your operation. Perhaps it's something we want to invest in. There's not a whole lot of business here.
No, definitely not. Not any investing going on here, but
I mean, how do you support all the children? Like, how many children are in your care?
Oh, a small handful. I would say more than 5, less than 10.
Can you give me an exact number?
She stops and she goes, 8, and then goes, "Oh, silly me, I forgot about little Lucy in here. But 9.
Okay. So, like, what's the sleeping arrangement like? What's their education like? Like, what's their daily routine? Like, you know.
Oh, we spend a few hours in the morning making the pastries, and then we have a lot of land that is pretty safe. And we give them room to play, and as far as learning, my sisters do a very good job of educating the children.
So you're not doing this alone, you have the help of your sisters?
Oh, no, dearie, no. It's a lot of work getting these pastries to the people of Borovia. I have to leave straight from here and head to Valakai next.
Wait, wait. Are we going to Valakai?
Yes, you are going to Valakai.
Oh, we're actually going to Valakai as well. Maybe it'll be safer if we all travel together.
She goes, "Oh, no, you wouldn't want me slowing you down. It takes a while for little old Granny M to move around these days, but it's okay.
I mean,
Happens
it's
from
dangerous to walk alone.
Happens from an old injury, you see.
I mean, we wouldn't want you walking alone, especially all that way.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I have a fine gentleman who will take me away. His name is Ergal, and he travels between the Visanti camp in the west of here to Valakai, and I will be hitching a ride with him.
Oh, okay, that makes
But
sense.
I appreciate your concern. Dearie, how about I interest you in a lovely sweet pastry on the house for your concern? It's so nice to see the lands of Borovia getting some new faces.
Oh, thank you so much.
I just nudge Gorple, try to get his attention. It's like, you promised me an old lady to fight.
I preceded myself with maybe. It's not my fault. Technically, she's still there. You could still punch her. It just probably be looked down upon.
Did Echo accept the sweet pastry?
It would be in character for Echo to accept it.
Wonderful. She looks around at the rest of the group and says, "If anyone else would like one for free, I definitely would love to welcome you to the lands of Borovia with a tasty treat."
Hold on. Is Frank here now?
Yeah, I assume.
think-
Well, unless you didn't come outside when Gorple threw the rock at the house.
I certainly would have.
Okay, so you're there.
Frank would have. Also, so would have Josh. I have a meta question.
Yeah.
Well, it's less of a question and more of a statement / will the DM accept this?
Sure.
So I guess it's a question.
It's a proposition.
There we go. Thank you. I can't words. Frank has spent with his clan and without his clan most of his time in the woods. That's like 30 something years just being in the woods, mostly by himself. He comes from this takes some prefacing. He comes from like this the hermit like background, so he's mostly alone and observing. Would it be obviously he's never been to Borovia before, but would it be would it be impossible for Frank to be somewhat familiar with what's happening here? In some respect.
How so? Like the theory that she's buying kids with pastries?
Right. So my thought is that Frank has seen things like this. Like he has had people passer-throughs, like mischievous passer-throughs, come through his clan before, trying to collect, younglings. And I would assume that the magi, like the clan magi, this superior magi, would have somewhat thwarted this. But I really do believe that him being in a very mystic character and mostly in the woods, and also this storyline sort of fitting into that he would have seen something like this. I'm not saying he knows what's going on, but he knows something.
I'll say this. You definitely have experienced stuff kind of like this before with what you were describing in your clan. The difference here is when that was happening to your clan, it was very, very apparent that what was happening was very, very bad. Like these passer-throughs were coming in, they were being, I would assume, violent, trying to take whatever it is that they could, whether it be the young Fearbolgs or resources or anything they could from your clan or your tribe. This kid is not fighting. He's not crying. He does not look like he is sad. He looks like every other member of this town, just drab, dreary, no life in him, just existing. At least that's how you perceive things here. Yes, Scorple.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I got nothing to latch on to.
I'd like to ask her what she does with the young offspring.
Sure. She looks at you and
Of
goes,
course, your character would say offspring,
Mhm.
like 100%.
"Well, my dearie, they help around with the baking, and like I said, we do our best to keep them safe. And once they're old enough, if they wish to go out on their own, they are free to. If not, they can stay with us as long as they'd like."
Can I do an insight check to see if she's telling the truth?
Sure.
Atlas says first hit's free. I love this.
Ooh, net 20.
You definitely feel you get the thought that at the very least she believes what she's saying is true.
Good to waste a net 20 on that.
I was thinking that's it. That's all he gets. All right.
Feel free to keep asking questions. She's here until you all let her go about her business.
Frank is going to step up very close to her, and he's going to ask, "Why?"
Why, my furry friend, I give these children a chance. Of course you know that, well, maybe you don't know. You are new here, I assume, judging by the looks of you. But we, in this town at least, the townsfolk don't have anything really. I can't stress enough how much better their lives are in my care. I assure you. Me and my sister, we operate out of the old stone mill on the hill.
How many, how you say, sisters?
Oh, I have 2 sisters.
I know.
They're a handful, but we do our best to keep these children safe for as long as we can.
I think you misunderstood. Why for you?
Why for me?
What do you gain from?
Oh, well, I get the helping hands of the children to make these pastries.
You're saying we are child labor issues at hand.
Oh, believe me, there's nothing.
That's so much
You are
longer.
Yeah,
exploiting
there's-
young hands in your kitchen of. hell.
I assure you, everything is safe. There's no chance that the children would inadvertently get injured doing the baking. They are very, very careful. We teach them very, very well, and we are very, very we are careful to make sure that they do not get injured.
You seem trustworthy. I am out of questions.
Why, thank you. Would anyone else like a delicious pastry? I have the savory or the sweet.
I'll take. Wait. What is in the sweet?
Oh, just some fruit and some dough that gets baked, and then say it again.
Berries.
Oh yes, there are some berries, local berries that are around the mill. You see,
with berries.
Absolutely, and
Frank just eats it. Like
Huh?
as soon as he gets it, he's just starting eating the berries. It's berries, bro. She said it's berries. Frank needs to know answers. He's not getting any information. Frank would eat the fucking berries. He's eating the pastry right now in front of all of you.
You eat this pastry and it tastes fucking-licious. I mean, you don't have any kind of like crazy urges to like get any more, or nothing's like forcing you to crave more of this pastry, but it was fucking delicious. You're like, oh man.
Floats off like Scooby having a snack. You know what I'm saying? Like
Kind of like that. Like in your mind, that's exactly what you're experiencing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything bad happen to Frank because he ate the pie?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check if you want.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like to do the same.
Please, anyone who would like to roll a perception check. You all watched him shove this thing in his face.
Listen,
21.
I did what we
21.
wouldn't do. I gave us the information we needed to have. Let's roll perception on this. Let's roll strong, please.
17.
Oh, we got some really good. We got
17.
we got two 17s,
You've got everybody's
2 21s.
attention.
Yep, everybody sees this, and you all don't notice any kind of discernible difference in them.
God fucking damn it. All right, we
Not
wasted
yet.
time on this. Let's move on.
She goes, if I may, I do have a lot of moving that I still have to do, and we've got to get little Lucian back to the mill. Do stop by if you feel so inclined.
And
I
Frank-
believe I will.
Frank leans over in this very slumped over, sort of like very satiated way and says, "The clan says moving and grooving." Just starts laughing like for no
What?
reason.
I think Echo's gonna join in but not know what the joke is.
I said, you listen. I don't think you heard me. Yes, grooving.
I'm just giving the granny a death stare as she walks by. I'm just going,
She goes, "It's okay. If you want a pastry, I did offer one for free to each one of you. Clearly, you see, your friend seems to be very, very happy with his. If you would like..."
Since it's how Bashful had just leaned into Gorple, Gorple just elbows him in the back and shakes his head no.
Berry.
Wait, also, are we just letting this kid go off this random old woman?
Oh, yeah, sure. Child
I mean-
slavery, cool.
At this point, we have no reason not to let this fucking child go. Like,
No, we really don't, so.
Is the child okay? Because the reason currently the child will be happier being
Yes.
a slave than being with his own family, and
we haven't rolled. So fine.
there's
We've
a
rolled
lot wrong with that
find
statement.
out. Listen, it feels nefarious, but I don't think it is. This is just Josh. I'm metagaming. Listen, we've rolled really fucking well.
You think
on
this is a red
Connect-
herring? You think this is just the module trying to throw you for a loop?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I
Could
think,
be.
I'm
Could
trying
be.
to figure
you know what?
Could
This
be.
might be a time waster because like Armand said last session that like there is a time limit on some things, and I think maybe this is here.
Oh, I will tell you, as far as time limit stuff, the first time that happens, you are going to be 100% aware that something is going to expire. So far, you all are safe on the time thing. This campaign is hard enough without you all second guessing yourselves this early.
What was the title of this episode, Armand? You were-
Confections and Caravans. We did not get to the caravan part.
Nope.
Got the questions, right? Okay.
So as Morgantha pushes away, you all notice at the end of the road towards the gate to the outside of the town of Borovia, you see Ismark and Irina standing there, and you see Ismark. Irina waves real big, and Ismark kind of like looks around and ushers you all towards him. And as you all approach the gates, that is going to be it for today's episode of Curse of Strahd.
Look at his face.
I am so happy
He's like,
that you all pressed that sweet little old lady for information. I'm just telling you because she's a sweet little old lady. She's a sweet little old lady selling pastries. She's helping kids get out of poverty and get them back on their feet.
Oh no, we're burning down that bakery.
I bet it will smell amazing when we do.
wait. Yeah, you described everyone fucking fleeing the scene as soon as she showed up. Like in the beginning, like people were running away as soon as they heard the bell. Like
No, that one guy
no.
was talking to her, ran back to his house, and then ran back to the sweet little old lady with the little boy in hand.
oh god damn it, I missed that part because I was peeing.
Yep.
3 times the stream.
He definitely traded child for pastry because that old trade-off as old as time.
Just goes to show you how hungry the people of Borovia are. I mean, this is not an easy place. You can't just go to the grocery store.
Parents will usually prioritize feeding their children before.
Tale as old as time. Sell your child for a pastry. Yeah.
Frank, enjoy your first hit of heroin. Because I'm pretty sure that's what that just was.
Listen, he is the musician. I figured that he would be the one that would do it. Okay, the first one. And also, we needed answers.
We needed answers. I can respect that. I can respect that.
Sense, but I mean, a town that's in poverty, the child is getting a job.
See, that's the way you all should be looking at this. That's the way.
This is great for the economy.
This is great for the economy. Absolutely. Capitalism wins again, everybody. And on that note, thank you all for joining us on this episode of Curse of Strahd with Lords and Ladies of Fate. I would like to talk to you about all of the wonderful things that we have planned in the future. Tomorrow we have our Star Wars stream. Join us as Bruce Gaskin navigates all of our crazy kooky characters around an Imperial base that we're just starting to get through. Are those anti-aircraft guns gonna shoot themselves? I sure hope so. Join us tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time to find out more. Saturday, are we back with Rifts?
Yes.
Saturday, we will be here for our Rifts Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse. That starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're back from a week off, so definitely make sure you get caught up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday. Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're back in another Dungeons & Dragons module, Tomb of Annihilation. DM Dave, no, not that one, bringing you the hits as this group tries to do a mission for Medusa. Is it going to work out, or is someone going to get turned to stone? You know what? I hope it's the latter. Monday, we are going to be doing another community game night as we take one more week to iron out our Tales of the Solar Patrol. Trust me, this has got a lot of moving pieces involved. It is a very complicated concept of the stream, but I think you all are going to very much enjoy what we've got going on for this. So give us that extra week to get everything kind of hammered out and working. And we will be back that following Monday for the first episode of Tales of the Solar Patrol. But we'll do community games, so join that Discord to make sure that you know what we're doing next Monday, and you can be a part of it. Following that, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're back with Conan. I have not had the opportunity to catch any of those streams, so I am at a loss of what's going on. I can only assume it's got a lot of ripply biceps and oiled abs. I only hope.
Also very great character acting. Like, just, mwah.
And then next week, Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're back for the continuation of Curse of Strahd. Find out what happens to Frank after he just ate the drug pastry. I mean, the dream pastry. And that's all I got. Bye, everybody.
Bye.